Good morning, students. Today I'm going to teach you about the literary devices used in poetry known as poetic devices. A poem is created out of poetic devices, which are basically essential tools that a poet uses to create rhythm, enhance a poem's meaning or beauty, or intensify the mood or the feelings described by the poet in the poem. Let us have a look at these poetic devices for a better clarification on them. The first poetic device I'm going to talk about is simile. Simile is a figure of speech which involves direct comparison between two unlike things using the words like or as. Example, she is as white as snow. Here, the comparison has been made between her complexion and snow using the word as. Another example, the classroom was buzzing like a beehive. The noise made in the classroom has been compared with the buzzing noise of a beehive using the word like. So basically, it is an explicit comparison recognized by the use of two words like or as. So we have to understand that wherever a comparison has been made between two things using like and as, it is, or as rather, it is simile. Metaphor is a Greek word meaning carrying from one place to another. It is an implicit comparison between two unlike things without the usage of words like or as. Remember, in simile, we made a comparison using like and as. In metaphor, we are going to make a comparison without the usage of words like or as. Example, you are my sunshine, or she's a shining star. Alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds occurring at the beginning or within the words. For example, she was wide-eyed and wondering while she waited for Walter to waken. Now notice the usage of the consonant sound W in this sentence again and again. Wide-eyed, wondering, waken, waited. This is alliteration. Personification. Personification is a figure of speech which gives the qualities of a person to an animal, an object, or an idea. For example, the wind yells while blowing. Do you think a wind can yell? This is a perfect example of personification. Do you remember the extract from the poem My Mother at 66? She looked out of the window and noticed the young trees sprinting, which talks about the movement of the trees. So basically, personification is a kind of metaphor in which the non-human things or ideas possess the human qualities or ideas. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is an intentional, exaggerated statement which is purposely done to emphasize a point or to highlight the effect of a certain statement in the poem is known as hyperbole. For example, she can move mountains. Do you think a girl would have the ability to move the mountains? It's a purposely exaggerated statement, enhanced statement. This is an example of hyperbole. She said so on several million occasions. Paradox. Two contradictory ideas, two opposite contradictory ideas are stated through the use of words or sentences giving birth to a new idea. Let me tell you with an example. Sugar is a sweet poison. Sugar has been compared with poison. How? Sugar is sweet, but poison, excess of sugar, obviously would turn into something poisonous. Another example, when a doctor operates upon a patient, it's cruel kindness. Obviously, the doctor has to do the dissection and cutting and slitting of the patient to operate upon the patient. So, cruel and kindness, two contradictory words That is why this is a perfect example of paradox. Onomatopoeia. Let us first learn how to pronounce the word correctly, divided into three different parts: onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is basically the imitation of natural sounds. For example, bang, whoosh, crash, rumble. This is onomatopoeia. I hope you must have understood the poetic devices which are essential while you are studying poetry. In case you have any query, you can always get back to me. Thank you and stay blessed. God bless you.